So, John Finley from LemonadeLXP. We are the all-in-one learning and knowledge platform for financial institutions and a few fintechs. So I got a lot to cover, so let's get cracking here. So what you're looking at here is the main administrative interface of LemonadeLXP, and while it might not look that exciting, it's actually pretty magical. So here I can go at the click of a button, I can create a private, secure knowledge base that does not share with the outside world. And into it, I can drop files in virtually any format. So think about like policies and procedures, regulations, product information, you name it, you drop it in there, you click synchronize, it creates a consolidated database. And so you've got a knowledge base, and now you can start to do stuff with it. So in this scenario, imagine we're rolling out new technology. We're rolling out Banno. We've changed our digital banking. So I want to create some courseware and some support content for it. So I go in here and I'll prompt, this is our tool called Insight AI, and I'll prompt it by saying, what are some of the key features and benefits of Jack Henry Banno that our staff need to understand to support customers? Then I go and click fetch source text. And what it did there was it read that whole database and wrote a consolidated article based on all the information it could find about Banno in the knowledge base that I put in there. And so once I'm done with that, I click author, and it authors content. So these are all the pieces that it authored. I'm not going to author live because while it's lightning fast, it's not quick enough for a 7-minute demo. So I've created all this content. Now I can distribute it. So the first thing I want to do is I want to distribute it for internal knowledge and support. So here is the content that Insight AI created. The first piece, it wrote a script, which I actually put in a third-party tool. We didn't build our own AI video tool because there's so many good ones out there. So we just did an integration. But it wrote this from source material to finished in less than 10 minutes.
Jack Henry's Banno digital platform is a comprehensive...
We're not going to watch the whole thing because this isn't meant to be a Jack Henry ad. But the next thing is sometimes some folks prefer to read. And so Insight AI actually wrote a consolidated article that explains all the key features and benefits of the new software we're rolling out, even recommends a little exercise at the end for staff to do on their own. So now they've got the foundational information. The next piece is it actually created some game-based learning. So this is a simple quiz game. Again, I did nothing. All I did was prompt it, and it built this for me. All the right answers and wrong answers, animations, video, all that stuff, all done. Next, it created a crossword puzzle where all of the hints and answers are about Banno, and it's multi-level, so it gets harder and harder as you go. So just a fun way for staff to interact with the key features and benefits. The next piece is the only piece of this course that wasn't authored with AI because we already have the fastest tools in the world for creating walkthroughs of any software or app. So because your staff don't often bank with you, they won't use your tech. So we can create these walkthroughs to familiarize them with the tech. So that was created with our other authoring tool for walkthroughs. The last piece is a virtual customer interaction. Customer comes in, is a little bit upset that we changed the digital banking platform. They don't know how to use it. I need to guide that conversation to a point where I can make that customer happy. All that stuff was authored with AI. Whole course took less than 30 minutes, and I didn't have to read any source material. I'm going to show you one thing right now. So that's our virtual customer interaction, but this piece of code went onto our went up live last night, and my CTO messaged me and said, "You got to show it, man." So this module takes that virtual customer interaction and turns it into AI coaching. So in this case, we built the test model. We built this to train our sales staff on selling to learning leaders at banks. So the persona I created was Matt. He's a learning leader at a credit union, and it's gonna rate me on how well I can run a discovery call. I've never demoed this before, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to do a voice call. Hi, Matt. It's John Finley calling from LemonadeLXP. I'm calling because I talk to learning leaders at credit unions all day, and they tell me that it's hard to manage the balance between compliance training and training that'll actually grow the business. Is that a problem for you?
Hi, John. Yes, that's definitely a challenge we're facing. Our compliance requirements are extensive, and it often feels like we're spending so much time on mandatory training that we have little bandwidth for developmental programs. What specific solutions are you suggesting?
We don't have time to go through the whole conversation, but at the end, it's going to rate me, tell me what I did well, what I didn't do well, and how I can change. So imagine that for a frontline banker. Someone training them the scenario, somebody comes in to talk about something, how do I guide that conversation? So we're pretty excited about that new tool. Okay, The last piece I need to talk about internal knowledge and support is that actually we realized after we built the internal knowledge base, why not let people ask it questions? So I have a customer coming in to talk about mortgages and I want to be KYC compliant. Please provide some advice. So now what it's going to do is it's going to read that knowledge base that we created at the very beginning of this demo, and it's going to find everything that's related to bank secrecy, KYC, all that kind of stuff. And then it's going to pull everything that's related to our mortgages, and it's going to give me some advice on how to have that customer conversation. So here's the advice, and it even footnotes all the source material. So here, this is from the Bank Secrecy Act. So if I wanted to download that for a little nighttime reading for bed, I could download it and read the Bank Secrecy Act. So that is knowledge, learning, all created in using Inside AI, but I can also take that same content and distribute it to customers for customer education if I want. So that same Banno information, here's the video, here's the walkthrough, and it's on a branded searchable WCAG compliant hub that Lemonade creates for you in a matter of a couple of minutes. And it's even got a channel functionality. So if I want to have a channel for financial wellness and literacy, here's all the content I created, or fraud awareness, or mortgage. I can create channels so that I can educate customers on various different aspects of the financial institution, financial wellness, and all that kind of stuff. Now, I can't show you any of our customers' internal training, but I can show you their customer-facing portals. So this is US Bank. Here is Great Plains Bank. Here's Minwest. Here's some credit unions in Richmond, Florida. What's America First? We got about 100 financial institutions, a little over 100 using LemonadeLXP. And our hope is that having been here today, you guys might come and see us. We might add to that roster. Thank you very much for your time.